Hi guys, my name is Jessica Grace and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, then make sure to subscribe before you go any further and join our lovely little community that we've got going on now on my channel. And I'm so happy to have more of you guys here. I know lots of you guys have come over from my thrifting videos. I feel like you're really enjoying them and that's amazing because I'm loving making them for you guys. And today we're kind of carrying that on a little bit, and today we're going to be talking about thrifted home decor. So instead of thrifted clothing, I thought it might be nice to kind of change it up a little bit and look at some of the home decor that me and my boyfriend Mike have managed to thrift, and kind of like do like a little bit of a thrift flip as well, because some of the items that we have we've actually like updated and made them a little bit more modern. I just thought that this would be a really fun video to do. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Basically, I'm just gonna take you guys on a little bit of a tour of our flat. You can go and watch my full detailed flat tour, which I'll link down below, and I kind of just give you guys like a full run of everything that we have in this flat. But today I'm just going to be highlighting a few little bits in our flat that we actually thrifted and that I just think are amazing. So on that note, I am now going to get started, so join me in my living room. Right guys, we are in the living room now, and our living room and kitchen are actually in the same room, as you can tell. So right now I'm standing in our little living room area, which just looks like this. You can kind of get a little bit of a feel for it, but like I said before, if you want to watch the full flat tour, then that will be linked down below. But up first, in terms of our thrifted items, the first thing that me and Mike thrifted for this flat was our TV cabinet. Now I really knew that I wanted like kind of a retro 60s inspired TV cabinet, and yeah, it was just the first thing on my list, because when we came to view the flat, they already had a TV cabinet in place for us, but it was one of those TV cabinets that was glass, and it had like 2 levels, and it was held on like 2 grey stands, if that makes sense. I'll kind of insert a photo to get your imagination going. But yeah, so that was already in place for us, but I just felt like I really hated it. I was just like, no, I was like, I don't want that. But obviously with this being a rented property, luckily it was rented and furnished, which was incredible, and I was so grateful to have furniture in here. However, I just knew that I wanted to buy like my own big TV cabinet for the next place that we go into as well, and just to have it and just to be like, this is mine. So we actually politely asked our landlord if we could get rid of the TV cabinet, and then we also had a dining table that we also got rid of, and usually I think they don't do that for you, but luckily our one was super nice, and he was like, okay, he was like, that's fine, and politely got rid of it for us. So on that note, we replaced it with this beauty, this little green retro cabinet. So this is what our TV area kind of looks like. So obviously we've got all our vinyls at the top, and then we've got our TV cabinet. So I will insert a photo on screen now of what the TV cabinet looked like when we first bought it. It was very kind of run down. It definitely just needed a lick of paint. It was a nasty kind of white, off-white, and the handles looked a bit kind of old, and it just needed a bit of a clean up, I guess. But we actually found this in the British Heart Foundation charity shop. They have them all across the UK. We are based in Liverpool, so we found ours in Liverpool. So as soon as I walked in to the British Heart furniture shop, I saw this and I just knew straight away. I was like, that's it. It was literally, I walked to the door and it was on the left, and I was like, that is the one. Mike at first was like, I don't know, maybe we can get better, and like we carried on looking around, but I was like just so conscious that like I didn't want it to go, so I kept like going back to it and like standing by it so that nobody else would get it or pick it up. But yeah, luckily nobody else did. And then once we had finished our like lap of the shop, we went back and we asked them how much it was. I think they came back with saying it was 25, which was incredible. Like I was so happy with that price. £25 for this, like insane. But then obviously we needed delivery. Luckily they did deliver in this shop, so we asked them about delivery and they said it would be £20 for delivery. So in total it cost us £45, which was not bad. Obviously I would have preferred it to be 25, but I didn't mind because I just thought, how else are we going to get it in our flat? It's just not going to happen. Yeah, that was the story of me getting it, and I can't tell you how happy I was when I finally got it. So at first we weren't sure which colour to paint it, but then we decided on this amazing kind of dark green. It's not too dark, to be fair. At the beginning I did think I wanted it darker, but now I'm glad that we didn't go a shade darker, because I think this colour just works really well in this flat. It kind of balances off everything else that we have in here, and I just think it really complements the shade of wood really nicely as well. So yeah, we painted it this amazing green. We were going to paint the whole of it green, and then luckily we stopped and we were like, you know what, let's just paint the drawers green. So I'm very happy that we didn't do anywhere else green. But yeah, it looks incredible. So then next up we decided to change the handles. So these handles that we have on it now are from TK Maxx, and TK Maxx and HomeSense actually do so many amazing packs of handles, which was so handy. They do them in like packs of 6, and they just have so many designs, so I would highly recommend going there and having a look and seeing which style you like the most. But yeah, we just went for these because they just grabbed my attention. I love the gold in it. I think the gold and the green works amazingly, and then just like a very unique round shape, which I like. So yeah, loving them. So overall, I think this is definitely one of my top favourite thrifted pieces in our flat. I just think it is my dream cabinet. I think I couldn't get any better. It's definitely going to be a piece that is with us for many years to come. And I just think it's a really nice way to kind of jazz up your TV area. You know, TVs never look that great in photos, or, you know, if you're taking a photo of your house and putting it on Instagram, they never look that great when you have a TV in it. But I just think that having a lovely kind of luxury cabinet really elevates your TV space, and you know, we all have TVs, so you might as well make the space around it look as nice as possible, and I think that we've done a really good job doing that here. So I'm over the moon with it, and like I said, it's definitely going to be a piece that we take with us for life. Actually, a funny little story was I was going through this top cabinet the other month, and I found like a little note in it, and it was like just a really historic moment. Like, it makes you think, like, who's owned this before me? Like, I wonder who's had it before me. And that is why I love thrifting, not only clothing, but I love thrifting home decor, because it has that more like sense of character to it, even more than clothing. I think it just has that sense of history, which I love. So yeah, that was thrifted item number 1. Right guys, moving on to thrifted item number 2. So for this one, we're moving over to this side of our little living room. So this is our door going outside, and over here is where the cabinet is. So you just come over here, and then our next thrifted piece is this incredible photo frame and print. So this is from the same charity shop. I got it on the same day as getting the TV cabinet, and I have grown to love this so much. So I loved this when we first got it, but lately I've just been falling even more in love with it. I just think there's something about it, like when I look at it every day, I find something new in the photo, which is just so incredible. And I love like prints like that. So I don't know where this one is based. I feel like it might be like Madrid, somewhere along them lines, but I don't know for definite. But first off, we'll just talk about the frame. So the frame is this incredible kind of golden texture. I'm not sure if it's been painted or if it's originally in this form, but I just think it adds such a lovely like history texture to the design of the whole thing. And yeah, I'm loving the colour of the frame. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't paint it. I just think it adds like kind of antique feel to the room, which I love. And then the print itself, just incredible. I mean, it starts off with with all these beautiful homes at the top, and then works its way down into this kind of landscape of all these pretty flowers and green grass. And I just think it's stunning, and it's definitely been like hand painted. You can definitely tell that that's how they've done it, and I just think that that makes it all the more special. So yeah, this was thrifted, and this one came at a bargain price of £5, which for me is incredible and makes it all that more special because it was only £5 and I get to have it up there every day. Right guys, up next we are moving over to our kitchen and dining area, so let's talk you through our thrifted pieces over here. So up next is our dining table, which is just positioned here, and yeah, originally, like I said before, we had a dining table from the landlord and a TV cabinet, but he politely removed both of them for us, and with that in mind we were able to put Mike's dining table in place of the one that was originally here. And yeah, Mike used to have this one in his old house, so we just thought it'd work perfectly in here for now. Well, we say for now, but we're probably just going to keep it because it just makes perfect sense. But yeah, and then I went on the hunt because I realised that we didn't have any chairs to go with it. So I went on the hunt and thrifted us a couple of chairs. To be honest, we weren't really that bothered if they were matching or not. We kind of thought the idea of them unmatching was nice to have. I think it always looks really nice when you have like dining room chairs that don't match, so we kind of ended up going for that theme a little bit. Okay, so once you come from our living room bit here and then you move over here into the kitchen, this is currently what our dining room area looks like. So we have the table in the middle, obviously, and then we have our thrifted chairs at the side. Okay, so I'll probably start with the white ones because these ones were the ones that I directly thrifted myself. So this is a very popular style chair. I have seen these in so many places. I don't know whether it's IKEA that does them or where you can get them from, but I just feel like they're available everywhere and they've become a really modern kind of style of chair, especially in like student flats. I just feel like they're very studenty. But that didn't stop me picking them up because they were a bargain. And these ones are super comfy, probably more comfy than the wooden ones. But yeah, so these are just a kind of a white curved chair, and then they rest on these little wooden legs, which I just think is a really cool design. So I got two of them. We've got that one, and then I've got another one over here, which is the exact same. So these two I actually picked up from an Oxfam shop. They had a mixture of clothing in there and home and decor, and they were only two for £10. So it was £10 for both of them, which I just thought was an absolute bargain, and I couldn't really let them go because I just thought, you know what, like, they're really in style right now. I think a lot of people have them, and I think £10 for two was a bargain. So I'm so glad that I decided to pick them up because they really do work very well in the flat. Okay, next up, the next chairs that we have are these green wooden ones. So these ones, you might be able to tell, but they are the same colour as the TV cabinet, and these were actually handed down to us from one of my friends in one of my old jobs. My friend was actually moving to Amsterdam, so he needed to declutter and politely offered me and Mike these two wooden chairs, which I'm so happy we have because again, I feel like these are a piece that we're going to have forever. They kind of have that like country cottage feel to them. I know that this type of chair is very hard to come by because in my mum's house she actually has 4 of these chairs and then like a farmhouse wooden table, and she could not find these chairs anywhere, and she eventually did, and they cost her a fortune. So when I was getting these for free, I just knew that I had to take them. And obviously we have painted them green just because, you know, we wanted a little bit of fun. I think it just pulls the room together really nicely. Maybe when I'm older, I might like kind of sand them down and get them back to their original colour. But right now I just think the green is really fun. And works well with everything else in the flat really. And so yeah, I just think it's a really great way to kind of pull the dining room table together, and just having them like kind of not opposite each other, kind of diagonally, works really well as well. So those were our thrifted pieces at our dining room table. Yeah, so the white chairs for £10 and the other chairs we got for free. So the third piece that I'm about to share with you is probably something that you have seen recently, because I did thrift it in a Come Thrift With Me video. You probably will be familiar with this one, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyway because I did thrift it. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I thrifted was our incredible runner rug in our kitchen, and lots of you guys kind of commented on this and said that it is the perfect fit for this area, and I actually couldn't agree more. I just think it is the best thing. At the beginning I wasn't sure how it was going to work like in our kitchen, but I just think it works so well. I think it is such a dreamy kind of style and print. It's a very kind of Indian, it's got that kind of boho feel to it. I just think this design is just so up mine and Mike's style. So we do actually have a rug very similar to this in our living room bit. So when I was thrifting this, I just knew that it would fit really well into the flat, and I just think it does. I just think it works so great in the space, and when you're cooking dinner and that, it just works really nicely, just so that you don't have to wear shoes, because you can just have your feet nicely on the carpet. Yes, I do hoover it every single day, because you know, when we're cooking in the kitchen, food naturally is going to get on it, but if you just keep the maintenance of it up and hoover it every day, then I think it's really okay to have a carpet in your kitchen. I know some people might be like, don't know how I feel about that, but I like it. I personally like it, and I know that in my future house, I'm definitely going to have this runner in our kitchen in like a bigger space. I think it would be really nice as well, but I actually think it does work really well in this flat and fits in really nicely. So yeah, that is our third thrifted item in the flat. Just fits in perfectly, and that was only, I think it was £10. So a bargain again. Everything is so cheap. Like if you guys need furniture or you need home decor, go and thrift it, because it is so cheap and it saves you so much money. So I highly recommend doing it. Right guys, moving on to my hallway, which is out here. So one little piece that I have in here that I haven't shared with you guys yet. So this is our number 4 on our thrifted list, and this is another little photo frame, just a little cute one. Won't take me long to kind of talk you guys through, but I just think it has a lot of character and I really enjoy looking at it. So let's take a look. Okay, so in our hallway we have this shoe cabinet, and again this was Mike's from his old house. At first I wasn't sure about it, but it's definitely grown on me, and I think it's a nice way just to kind of, we've got Mike's bike in our hallway as well, but I think it's kind of nice just to have something in here to kind of give it a little bit of style. So obviously we have the cabinet, and then we have a few little decorated bits on top, but above that I've put this cute little vintage thrifted photo frame. This is from the same shop that I got the other photo frame and the TV cabinet, and I just think it's really quirky. I just love the kind of antique feel to it. If you can't really tell, definitely like kind of antiques. I don't know why, I just do, and I just think this definitely has that style to it. I was meant to change the kind of print in it, because although I do love it, I do think I could kind of do something a little bit more modern, and this print is a little bit dull, so not like the happiest thing to look at, but it's definitely grown on me. I mean, if you look closely at it, like the incredible like artwork and the talent that it takes to kind of make something like that is incredible. So I've definitely learned to appreciate it a lot more, and although not everyone's cup of tea, I mean, it's not very modern and probably a lot of people won't like it, I've definitely grown to love it a lot more. And this one was only £4 in the charity shop, so a bargain. Right guys, moving into the bedroom. So we are on to our 5th thrifted piece, and yeah, this one is a big piece. This is in our bedroom, and it's a chair. So yeah, we technically didn't thrift this, but it was handed down to us, so we didn't pay any money for it. So I'm classing it as a thrifted piece because I didn't spend a penny on it. So yeah, let's share it with you guys. Okay, so very self-explanatory. It's just a kind of yellow cube chair, and yeah, this was handed down from a friend who was moving away. The same guy that gave us the chairs at our dining table, and at first I wasn't sure if we needed it or not, but it is a nice little addition to have. I mean, it's somewhere else to sit. For now, I've just got this pillow on, which is from H&M, and I just think the contrast of like the green and the yellow works really nicely. I don't know if we sit in it that often, but it is nice to have in the bedroom. It's nice just to have like another little addition. If I do feel like sitting in it, then I can. I have the option. But yeah, I do love the colour yellow. I think it works really nicely, and it's not something that I would have usually picked up myself. So I think when you're being like handed down furniture items, it's really nice because it forces you to kind of push yourself outside of your comfort zone, and it's super comfy to sit on, I won't lie. So yeah, just a quick little one there. I love this one, and I think it's a nice little addition to our room. Okay, moving on to my final thrifted piece. This is thrifted piece number 6, and these are really small, but I wanted to put them in just because they mean a lot to me. I've had them now for I think around 5 or 6 years, and I just really love them. Again, they have that kind of antique feel to them. So yeah, let's share these with you. Okay, so what I'm talking about are these little wooden, I don't even know if this is wooden, but they're little kind of just boxes. And I know, not that fun detailed, but they just have so much character to them. So I have this one, and then I also have another one down here. I think this one's just got coins in at the moment, and then the other one's got like hair ties in. But I just love these, and they're so heavyweight, so they act as really great kind of bookends. But just look at like the design and like the history and like just that antique kind of vibe to it. I just think it's so lovely to have. So you can definitely just use them in any way that kind of suits you. Like I said, I use them for hair ties and just like spare change at the moment, but I definitely kind of want to start using them for something a little bit nicer, like maybe storing my lipsticks, or what else, some nice jewelry. They would be really good like jewelry boxes actually. As you can see, I've got all my little pennies in there, but yeah, they would be really nice kind of jewelry boxes. So maybe I will do that, because I'm not getting rid of them, so I might as well make the most of them. But just one of those items that I just think is really unique, and you know, when you get a bigger house, they will be nice little like decoration fillers, and I know that I will have them for a very long time. So guys, those are all my current home decor thrifted pieces. Hopefully you enjoyed each item as well, and I definitely am going to go out and do a little bit more thrifting when it comes to home decor. I think there's so many more unique items that I can find out there, and I love that, so I will make sure to vlog it. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see me going out to the home decor thrifted shops and kind of sharing what they have in there. This was just a really nice idea for me to kind of give you guys an insight into what I've already thrifted, so hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you guys lots, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.